Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Orlando Magic and the Chicago Bulls. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Anderson. Grant is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Royal in at the 3 spot.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Left side, Jordan. Connects, the jumper drops.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Chicago on defense. Outside Hardaway. Kicks it to O'Neal. Back to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Left side Hardaway. Stolen. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Harper. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Orlando now. Outside Hardaway. Dishes it to O'Neal. And it's Chicago with the rebound. One-on-one fast break. Jordan against Royal. Stolen by Grant. Lots of room. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got his first points of the game.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Here's Jordan. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
On defense, the Bulls. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. I asked him what he thought might give them an edge going into this game. And he said, well, our shot blocking is always a cornerstone for us. To have the ability to protect the rim, really, I think, is invaluable. And one thing that helps set us apart on the defensive end. Guys, let's see if they can lock down the paint.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more focused on their opponent than they are on themselves.
That is sort of the way it sounds, Steve, but still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
The Magic shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Now Rodman. Outside Jordan. Left side Jordan. And the shot is good. Jordan's got 8. Orlando trailing here. Anderson outside. O'Neal passes to Anderson. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Grant inside. Out to Hardaway. Good on the 3-point shot. He has 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And here's Jordan outside. Good.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Hardaway with it. 5 points in the game. Penny with a great feed on the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice. Just a gorgeous assist.
Here's Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And the Magic with possession. Trailing by 2. Shaq with a screen on Harper. Hardaway against Harper. The fader. Pass to Royal. Left side Anderson. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. O'Neal a screen on Harper. Tries again. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Anderson. Shaq's got 9.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Simpkins comes in for Rodman. Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Now here's Jordan. He's got 13. From the baseline. And he gets the bucket. He's got 15.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Orlando now. 1:19 left in the first quarter. And Turner kicks to Scott. The three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Now here's Jordan. Left side, Jordan. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Jordan's got 17 now.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Here is Shaw. On the wing, Turner. Passes to Shaw. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Wennington. Chicago leading. Left side, Jordan. Fires from 14. Again, Chicago.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Here is Shaw. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Scott. Scott missing again.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Bulls out front. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Boy, their post play has been tremendous so far.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
They've got Kerr. Wennington is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Pippen. And it's Kukoc in at the 3 slot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Hardaway. Alley-oop try. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Pippen. Out to Kukoc. The pass to Rodman. Right side, Pippen. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Some changes for Chicago. Longley's checked in for Wennington. Bushler comes in for Tony Kukoc. And it's Harper in for Kerr. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anderson's checked in. They get it again. Rodman dishes to Harper. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 8.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they've buried.
You know, that's not always the #1 option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 5. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Pippen. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
It sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Royal, he's checked in for Scott. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. O'Neal, a screen on Harper. Harper against Hardaway. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. To the middle. Bushler. And that one is stuffed right through. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Outside Hardaway. He feeds it to O'Neal. Shot off the pick. Headed to Shaq. How many times have we seen that?
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Pass to Bushley. Now the feed to Pippen. Out to the right wing. The shot. Orlando grabs the miss. Hardaway up top. He's guarded by Harper. Hardaway passes to O'Neal. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hardaway.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
Here's Chicago. Pippen kicks to Harper. Passes it to Bushley. Rodman with a screen on Anderson. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now here is Hardaway. He has 7. Pass to Royal. He kicks to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway for 3. The shot will not go. And it's Chicago the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that was very confident offense right there.
Feeds it to Harper. Hardaway with the steal. Shot denied.
Well, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Now here's Anderson. 1:51 left in the first half of the game. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. Fades back. Penny with a terrific assist.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. O'Neal dishes to Hardaway. Shaq with a screen on Harper. Shaq with it. He's picked up by Pippen. The shot's good from Shaq. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run, and thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run, so a timeout is appropriate here.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Orlando also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Grant. Bowie comes in for Royal. Shaw subbed in for Anderson. Here is Shaw. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. The dish to Hardaway. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now here's Jordan. 21 points in the game. Good on the shot.
It seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside Hardaway. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he uses both hands to jam it in. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes, Clark.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
And the shot is good. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Hardaway is out there with Anderson. Then there's Grant. Then there's Royal. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low. Chicago leading. Longley, a screen on Anderson. It's Chicago with another bucket.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Hardaway against Harper. Hardaway passes to O'Neal. Anderson outside. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to get a shot off here. From deep. Anderson can't get it to go.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chased down that pumpkin often.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Hardaway against Harper. Hardaway kicks to O'Neal. Fires from deep. Hardaway, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Jordan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. 29 points for Jordan.
Great unselfishness on the fast break.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 11. He dishes it to Anderson. Back to Hardaway. Orlando moving the ball around. Royal the pass to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. They get it back. And there's the pass to Royal. Outside Hardaway. Anderson, a screen on Harper. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Chicago calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
The Bulls leading by 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Anderson kicks to Hardaway. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Kicks to O'Neal. The 3 from Anderson. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Scotty's checked in for the Magic.
Dennis Scott.
Grant against Jordan. Dishes it to Pippen. Rodman goes in. Back to Pippen. He feeds it to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 4 assists now tonight. The Magic trail by 7. Hardaway kicks to Anderson. And the rejection by Rodman. And he recovers it. With the tip. It's good on the putback. Shaq's got 17.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Here's Jordan. Orlando grabs the miss. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Scott. The putback and the dunk by Grant. Now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Now here's Jordan. He has 31, and he gets it to go.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
Here's Hardaway. He's got 12. Here's Shaq, and it's Orlando with another.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Jordan inside, working on Anderson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Chicago making some changes. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Orlando also making some changes. Bowie comes in for Anderson. Shaw subbed in for Hardaway. Shaw, no good.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Now here's Jordan. 33 points for him. And Jordan trains the fadeaway.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Shaw. Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Wennington. There's the feed to Kerr. Kukoc against Grant. Kukoc kicks to Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says, love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
Here is Shaw. Outside, Scott puts up a 3. That's good. Scott's got his second basket of the night. 7 seconds left in the third. Kukoc dishes to Jordan. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
At
good.
the buzzer!
Just when it looked like the third quarter was over, they go in.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Bulls out front, leading by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from Hardaway.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Pippen is out there with Kukoc. Then it's Simpkins. Then it's Kerr. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Releases from 15. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
You know, from that in-between range, they've actually been the much hotter team.
Well, when you make perimeter shots and knock down those jumpers, it opens up everything else.
The turnaround jumper. O'Neal misses.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
From 18 feet away, and again it's Michael Jordan. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
It's not enough for the defense to just get into position. They've got to get in the way.
He took what they gave him and cashed in.
Yeah, he paid it off.
Yeah, in a big way. Superb finish.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Pippen. And it's Harper in for Kerr. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now here's Jordan. Defense right on him. And he gets it to go. Jordan's got 46 points.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Outside Hardaway. Passes to O'Neal. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for O'Neal. 19 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
Well, that's important, Clark. I mean, he's conscious of the fact that moving the ball around gets the defense to move. It forces them to work, and it creates a better offensive flow for his own team.
Longley's checked in for Simpkins. And the Magic making a change here as well. Anderson's checked in. The Bulls leading by 5. Right side, Jordan. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Harper. Jordan inside. Defended by Anderson. The shot's good from Jordan. And here is Hardaway. Left side, Hardaway. Shaq with a screen on Harper. Here's O'Neal. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Shaq's got 22.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without it.
Lets it fly. Rodman kicks to Harper. Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Fades and shoots. That one wide left. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Hardaway, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Dennis Rodman picks one up. Some on-the-fly coaching right there from their leader.
Yeah, he knows not just what his own job is, but what his teammates' jobs are as well. That's why he's such a good leader for this club.
And that's another reason that he's so assertive out there. He does know what's necessary, and he's not afraid to take charge and to let his feelings be known, to challenge his teammates to get on task and on target.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Pass to Royal. Here's the 3. And it's Hardaway again missing.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Here's Jordan. Again, Chicago.
Well played right there. You can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 10. 1:44 left in the game. Bulls making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Scotty's checked in for Royal. The kick out to Scott. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
1:36 left in the fourth. Anderson against Jordan. 17-foot shot on the way. The Magic trail by 7. Deep 2 from Anderson. O'Neal a screen on Harper. Here's Scott. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Wow, just doing loads of damage from long range today, guys. And there's another one.
Tell you what, this game very well could hinge on this three-point shot.
Shoots a fader. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 56 points in the game. And Orlando has possession.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
Yeah, they got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Hardaway kicks to O'Neal. A three from Anderson. Longley grabs the miss.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here's Jordan. Again, Chicago.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Feeds it to Grant. That's good.
Well done, finishing that one off.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And here are the Bulls now. And stolen by Scott.
Yeah, he had tunnel vision on that pass. He was really focused on the target. Never did see the defender.
Anderson's shot is off.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
At the line for your Bulls, Scottie Pippen.
So he can't get either to fall.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
Here's Hardaway. Jordan with some nice D.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And they go to the intentional foul.
His first personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Both teams deciding to change it up. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 7. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Kukoc gets the bucket.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Michael Jordan.